Let's continue to read the Book of Psalms. Last time we were reading through this first footnote for Blessed is the man. It's a bit of an introductory to the Book of Psalms. It helps us to understand why the Book of Psalms was written. So Psalms is not a book of doctrine or any kind of teaching. It is a divine revelation. And then this is what it's concerning. So it's these people's expressions, sentiments, so how they feel about God and the way he is dealing with them, and also how they feel about his law and their impression of those things and the experiences of these godly men concerning all these things. So how it is written is the psalm is written according to the kind of two kinds of concepts. First one is the human concept, and the second one is the divine concept. And concerning the divine concept, we saw that there were three major items, which are God's economy, of which Christ is the centrality and universality, Christ in his divinity, human living, all-inclusive death, life imparting, and church-producing resurrection, glorification, ascension, appearing in glory, and reigning forever. So those are the first two of the divine concepts. So these are all in the divine concept, not in the human concept. And then there's the third one, which is God's heart's desire, his good pleasure in Christ, as his centrality and universality in the church, as the fullness of his expression in the kingdom for his eternal administration, and in the recovery of the earth for his eternal kingdom in eternity. So in the Psalms, only what is written in the divine concept of God and not what is written in the human concept of the psalmist should be considered as part of the divine revelation from God concerning his divine economy. So there are a few difficult maybe expressions here. One of them that might not be that clear is eternal economy. What is God's economy or God's eternal economy? This word economy is from the Greek word oikonomia, which you can find in 1 Timothy 1 verse 4. And it denotes like an arrangement that maybe a rich person would have to dispense their riches and wealth into their household, so that all the members of the household be able to enjoy them. But here, of course, it's not those kind of riches. It's the triune God is the rich one, and he wants to distribute himself into man through his kind of dispensing of himself to man. So it's a little bit difficult word, but as we go through reading, we will come across these words because it's from the Greek. So number one, second one is Christ in his divinity, humanity, human living, all. So of which Christ is the centrality. Okay, so because of Christ coming, we are able to enjoy all these riches. Yeah. So he came in his divinity. So we have divinity for ourselves, but of course not to be worshipped. Humanity, we have humanity in Christ's coming. We have his human living, his all-inclusive death, his life imparting, and church-producing resurrection. So these are all riches that can get into us. Glorification, ascension, appearing in glory, and reigning forever. And then third, we have God's heart's desire. And for many people, that is a mystery. For many, people don't know what God's heart's desire is. And